Hey everybody, how's it going? Very good to be back with you. It feels like it's been quite a while since I've done a video like this, so it feels good to be back in the vinyl game again. I've really missed talking about records and doing videos, so great to be back. Hope everybody's doing well. And I got a good stack here, some interesting records that I can't wait to talk about, so what the heck, let's just get started with it. First album I want to show you is from Steve Hackett. It's The Circus and the Night Whale. And I'm going to start off by saying I absolutely love this record. This is such a good album. Very good album. I have quite a few vinyl records from Steve Hackett, but most of my collection, pretty much all my collection, is from from the late 70s to mid 80s, in that range. So it's nice to have a newly released, brand new album from Steve Hackett, and this is such a great album. It's a concept record, I think loosely based on his life, and it is it is a great journey through music. There's real heavy songs. Steve Hackett's guitar playing is absolutely badass in this record. There's some really great chops he has on this album, but there's also some more beautiful melodic orchestral type numbers on here as well that sound fantastic. Some of these vocals were done by Steve Hackett, which is also cool to see. And and it comes with this short lyric book. The record does, so some nice packaging for this album, and it makes me want to see him in concert again. I've seen Steve Hackett in concert a few times within the last 5 to 6 years, and every time I went to go see him, great show, but it has been a while, so I really would love to see him playing the music to this album live. That would be a great show, because this is a very strong album from him, and I really love spinning this. I've had it in my collection maybe a couple of weeks now. I think I've listened to this thing in its entirety like 3 times already, and absolutely enjoy it. So it's a one disc set, so one record, but absolutely amazing. And there's a custom label, just like the cover art. He really shows his chops as a guitarist on this album. There's some great guitar licks in this album. He's really showing off his skills in this record as far as a guitarist, but also as a songwriter too. Some really beautifully written songs, and I really love the fact that it's a concept album and it takes you on a journey from start to finish, almost like a viewing a play almost. It's a really, really interesting piece of work, and absolutely love this album. I heard a lot of people talking about it, mostly Genesis fans talking about it when this was the day it was released, and everybody was very excited about it, so it got me kind of hyped up about it. Saw it in the record store, pulled the trigger, bought it, and no regrets whatsoever. Great album, great album. All right, let's move on. This is another new album from the band The Church. This is called the Hypnagogo. Hypnagogo. Try saying that after a few pints. This is also a concept album as well. So, getting a few concept records here in the collection. This is also somewhat a new release. I think it's only been out a month or two. Maybe a little bit longer, but a very, very good album from The Church. Unfortunately, The Church is down to just one original member. That's the bass player and the lead singer, whose name I can't remember now. Let me see if I can find it in here. Yeah, Steve Kilbey. He is the only original member left in the band, but doesn't matter. The band he has with him right now, they sound great on this record, and this is just a strong album from them. A lot of catchy songs in here, but most of the songs on here kind of have like that, like a dreamy sound, the kind of sound that could put you in a trance. It does have a lot of that sound, but there is, I wouldn't say catchy like a fresh new hit single, but there, this is the whole album itself is such an enjoyable listen. I really dug this. It's a two record set, and I'll just show you the label. All the labels look alike, so I'll just show you that one. And the Church are touring in my neck of the woods during the summertime. So a little bit before my birthday, actually. So I'm very curious to hear them play all this new music at their show. So definitely interested in buying a ticket to see them because the music on this is just too damn good. C'est la vie, Ascendance, I Think I Knew, Flickering Lights, the Hypnagogo, the title track. They all sound great. They all sound great. Great album. Really good album. I kind of stopped listening to the Church for a while, so this album is really bring me back to listen to all their past albums as well because that's how good this record is. A really good release from this band. Just when you thought they were through, they surprised you with a really strong release, and this is a very strong release. So I'm very curious to hear this album live when they come to my area of the woods here, because this is such a good record. So, brand new record from the Church. Okay, we're going to do a live album now. It's an interesting live album because it's not done in front of an audience. It's from Simple Minds, New Gold Dream, live from Paisley Abbey. So basically it's the New Gold Dream performed in its entirety live. Not in front of an audience, because I think they released this as a live video. And there's the gatefold. You see some pictures of the band. Anyway, this updated kind of live performance of New Gold Dream sounds absolutely killer. Absolutely killer. The sound is perfect. And from the video, like I've only seen a couple of videos here on YouTube of this. I think they were performing Someone Somewhere in Summertime and Promised You a Miracle. So I saw the live videos from this. So it looks like they were performing this in a very old church. So the acoustics are really cool for this live performance. And I'm glad they did the entire album. It is the entire New Gold Dream album live. So maybe some songs on here they haven't done in quite a while, like Big Sleep. Well, I think Big Sleep they did in their last tour. But Glittering Prize is on here. Hunter and the Hunted. So it's great to hear some of those older songs that maybe we don't get to hear much anymore. And look at the inner sleeve. The inner sleeve looks really, really nice. I love the artwork on this live record. Absolutely beautiful. And it's on colored vinyl. It's like a purple and black swirl, so it kind of looks like a marble finish. On here it looks red, but really it's purple. And I love the label, the S, and then the M. This is a beautiful looking album. I love the packaging. I love the artwork. Looks really nice, and the band sounds really good on this record. Very good. So I was really excited to score this. Now I want to look for the live video, maybe on Blu-ray or 4K or something like that. I'll see if I can score it. But this sounds really good. It makes me want to see them in concert. Absolutely killer release. And I don't know if you can see it, but the front of this album, the black part is just a matte black, but there's a gloss to this purple design here. And I doubt you can see it, but oh man, it's so cool to just see it in the light reflect, because it's a glossy finish on this logo here, and the black is done in a matte black. So when you hold it to the light, you can see it reflecting the light. It looks really cool. So anyway, great live album, like I said. Been listening to that one a lot. Here's another live album from a very popular 80s band, In Excess, recorded live at the US Festival, 1983, supporting the album Shabooh Shoobah. This recording is celebrating its 40th anniversary because last year the US Festival celebrated its 40th anniversary. I remember the US Festival being on television, on MTV, back when I was 12 years old. Back when I was 12 years old. And I remember my brothers got real excited about it. But I didn't really know what was going on. Like, what's the US Festival? Why is everybody so excited about this? Now I see why. You know, years later I see video footage of Triumph on their U2. Who else? Oingo Boingo, Pretenders, and other bands. And realized, wow, that was quite the festival. So, and In Excess at the time was pretty new to America. In fact, here's the gatefold with all the photographs from the day. And it's their whole set on one album. Really cool. Really good live recording. I would say that the popular songs on here is The One Thing and Don't Change. And they sound great, but a lot of songs from Shabooh Shoobah on here, which is a good album, and an album I have not heard in a long time. And this makes me want to take out my old Shabooh Shoobah vinyl and give it a spin. But it's so cool to have this live record, because it's their whole set from the US Festival, and it's really cool to listen to this. I mean, same thing with U2 when they played the US Festival on the same day. They were somewhat of a new band to America. I think the album they had out was War at the time, and so U2 themselves were newcomers to American audiences as well as In Excess. So just imagine, as they performed on the same day, on the same stage, just imagine if you were there that day and saw this brand new band called U2 and this brand new band from Australia called In Excess, then Missing Persons, and then Oingo Boingo, and it just went on and on and on. Oh, what a day that must have been. So really cool to have this In Excess live at the US Festival 1983. Really cool edition. All right, let's get out of the 80s, get to the early 2000s, I believe. So cool to finally found this on vinyl in a store from the band Fuel, Something Like Human. I remember this album cover on the CD. I was in a hard rock band at the time in Sacramento, and the singer, not the singer, but the guitar player in our band, loved this CD. He had this on CD and played it literally almost every day, and made me sick of this album. Nothing against the band. I like the band, but when you just hear an album too much, you're like, ugh. But now that I have it on vinyl all these years later, I didn't realize how good I had it, because this is a really good album. Really good hard rock album. The big song on here obviously was Hemorrhage in My Hands and the song Innocent. Those were the two big songs from this album, but the whole album is really good. Really dig this album. And it does take me back to early 2000s when, like I said, the guitar player just absolutely loved the CD, and would just blast it all the time. And we're like, yeah, we get it, Fuel, good album. Can we listen to something else now? And yeah, now that when I go out vinyl digging, I do check to see if I can find anything from this band on vinyl. Of course, I could just go online and order it. But you know me, I like to find things in the wild while digging. And this is the first time I found a Fuel album on vinyl in a store. So I was kind of excited to see it. And then it comes with the lyric sheet. Not much to see there, but it comes with a lyric sheet. The song Innocent is probably my favorite song on here. To me, that is just a really good song. But God, this whole record is good. This whole record is good. There's a song There's a ballad on here that was a single called Bad Day, which kind of sounds kind of hard rock slash country, and somewhat of a ballad. Mellow song, I guess you could say. And I remember I didn't like it back then. Listening to it now, it really sounds good to me. So it's funny how certain songs just, I don't know, as you get older, you kind of appreciate what they are. So really good album. Really good album from the 2000s, early 2000s. I do believe they still tour, Fuel. Makes me want to see them, because this is a good record. Start to finish, a very good record. So glad to finally put some Fuel into the collection. All right, let's go back to the 80s for these next two. This is a live record. 3 live records in this haul. And a really good one. One that I am very happy to have. Let me get that out of there. So it's from OMD. It's Architecture and Morality and More. I've already heard this before buying this. I had this on DVD a couple of years back, and it was one of my favorite live DVDs from OMD. A really good album. This is after they reunited. They're much older here. And after they reunited, they embraced their music, their past, and they've been touring like monsters ever since. And so I've already heard this many times on my DVD. I didn't realize that they released this on vinyl. So I was really shocked to see this and pleasantly surprised to see this. And it's a limited edition to 4,000 copies. I got number 3,173. Hopefully you can make that out. So it's a limited run, so real lucky to snatch a copy. It's basically the whole Architecture and Morality album done live. And then some of their hits like If You Leave, Forever Live and Die, Locomotion, Enola Gay, Electricity, and more. So excellent, excellent live record. I love OMD. They're also coming to my neck of the woods late spring, early summer. I'm going to try to get a ticket, but I got the feeling I waited too long, and it probably won't be anymore. But this is a 2-album set, and number one, it sounds really good for a live record because the bass is nice and punchy, but the highs sound nice and crisp and clear. Very good mixture, sound mix on here. Very good sound mix of all the instruments and the vocals. And of course you could hear the energy of the crowd. Really fun album. Really fun album. This is so much fun to listen to. Of course, my DVD had more songs on it. They left quite a few songs off of this, but it's still a great listen. There's still a lot of tracks on here. Something like 17 songs are on here. Hard to believe the DVD had more, but it's a good listen. It's a fun listen. So really dig this live OMD record. So happy to put it in my very, very big OMD vinyl collection. In fact, I don't even think there's room on the shelf for it. So we'll see what I got to do. Another 80s artist who I love collecting, and his spot on the shelf is jam-packed. So I don't know where I'm going to put this, but I didn't need it, but I wanted to get it anyway. It's from Howard Jones, Celebrated Together, the very best of Howard Jones from 1983 to 2023. His 40-year best of collection. And, I didn't really need this record because a lot of the songs on here I have on his records, on his albums that they appear on. So one would think, why do you need this? But because I'm such a big Howard Jones fan, and I have been since a teenager in the 80s, when I see this on the shelf, even though I know I don't really need it that badly, I still want it. And I will say this, though, on some of these songs you get a single remix of it, or a DJ mix version of some of the songs that I've never heard before. So it's kind of like there is new material on here there is something new for me on here that I didn't have previously. So really good. Like there's for the song "The One to Love You." It is a UK radio remix I've never heard before, and it's almost like a new song, a brand new song. So really happy to have that in the Howard Jones collection on vinyl. It's great, and there's some songs on here I've never heard before. The Human Touch, I Don't Hate You, Angels and Lovers, and I love how he separates the songs into different sections. First one being the popular hits. There we go. The next one being the electronic mix, or electro, I think it says. And then we have the chill side, kind of like a ballads collection, and curiosities, something that doesn't fall into the other three categories. You know, Like a Life in One Day and Everlasting Love and The Prisoner. This is a really good collection. I really love the way it's put together. And to hear all those songs on one collection, this is a 2-record set, is really nice. And the way he separated the different categories of his songs, as it's illustrated here on the insert, really nice. And also, it's on colored vinyl. It's mint green colored vinyl. So, really cool touch there. Really, really love that. Really love that. So, Howard Jones. Celebrate together, celebrating 40 years of his music. It's so good to own this. Well, that's going to do it with the vinyl haul for today. Yeah, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed what you see. Good to be back again. Please leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought of this stack. And let's get a chat going as always. Alright, that's going to do it for me. See you guys in the next video.